Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's the Seahawks fan with another Pokemon Go Battle League video. Absolutely massive video for the day for the first Kyurem team in the Open Master League. Now, I did have some friendly battles against my dad to try out the Kyurem White versus Kyurem Black. But now for reals, Open Master League, and I get an absolutely beautiful lead into Dragonite. Honestly, I mean, if that's one of the best things, Dragonite's not bad in the meta. It's not bad. I mean, it's gonna consistently be tough into fairies. You could try Hurricane, but I mean, Kyurem's Origin Dialga, Origin Palkia. Then the third Pokemon, I mean, there's so much you can do. But you're gonna need to have a Kyurem, or at least beat a Kyurem, and I mean, it's gonna be tough, but we get a nice, easy win. Now, Black Kyurem does win in the match, even like matchup into White Kyurem. Get a nice lead into Gudra. Now, gonna have some players with some underleveled Pokemon. I mean, that's just how it goes at the start of the Master League. I mean, I'm like 2041 elo starting, and I actually gain 100 on the dot. I definitely get some matchup against some full level 50 teams. Definitely some good players. I've not looked at any of the usernames, but good job, especially to the trainers who beat me. So this is a double ground after Dragon. I mean, not a bad team to build. It's just tough to deal with the legendaries, and especially when you lose alignment. But I love White Kyurem. I'm definitely excited to try out Black Kyurem. Definitely stay tuned for that video. Palkia, I mean, Palkia is very strong. Definitely. I mean, it's the #1 Pokemon. Now this team, Dragon Double Steel, I do really like the Dialga. I'll probably switch out Necrozma if I had to pick one in this team, but Necrozma is still amazing. Just want a little bit more safety into the Ho-Oh matchups. I'm definitely going to be trying out double Origin Dragons, Origin Palkia instead of Duskman. It's going to be awesome. And kaboom! They did not respect the full send. And oh my gosh, Origin Dialga. I mean, it is so strong into the meta. I mean, it is the best. It's the best counter to the Kyurems. It's just Dragon Breath is so good. And having a Steel Dragon type, just being able to handle so many other dragons. Definitely, truly one of the best. It's an awkward lead into Ho-Oh. I do play out a Ho-Oh lead for the last battle. Stay tuned. I mean, I'm just so excited. I've been in the Dialga, Duskman, Necrozma matchup on both ends, considering I have both of them. I don't mind. The matchup can definitely be a little awkward. I did see someone with an Iron Head, Necrozma. I mean, Iron Head Outrage, I think, is going to be more important now. Although Sunsteel Strike, I mean, if shields are down, you could one-shot the Kyurems. So, definitely pretty good. I'm not sure how much Iron Head will do. I'd imagine at least 70%. 60, 100, like definitely 60. Maybe 70. I mean, it's a decently powered move, but it's no Sunsteel Strike. And we are going to enjoy the Necrozma to take down the Black Kyurem. We are going to have the Sunsteel Strike, and it goes kaboom! Goodbye, Black Kyurem. But unfortunately, the power of Ho-Oh, it is going to just get to a move and take on my White Kyurem. Fair play to them. Ho-Oh is definitely going to be really nice in the meta. I actually have not seen a Viperia. Wow. I did not see a Viperia in any of these battles. Interesting. I mean, it's still going to be very strong, just I did not see one Viperia. Now we're going to get to Fusion Flare before they get to Moon Guys. They do let that Fusion Flare go. Shiny Origin Palkia. It's not a Shundo. Maybe a little underpowered. I do no shield. And it's an Aqua Tail. Let's go. Dialga should win the zero shield scenario. I'm not going to shield up the Dialga, although the energy is good. Actually, it doesn't even take me out. Dark Pulse Bait, let's go. Correct. Now let me know what, if you're playing Master League, what you're using. I have a video on what I think, on my thoughts, what the meta is going to be. And we'll definitely do an updated video after a week of battles. Definitely going to be trying out lots of Pokemon that I've built. And we're going to be able to get a nice Shadow Claw farm down. And I get a shiny. I got a shiny Spoink. I already got a shiny Lamerak. You'll be in one of the Ultra League videos. 91% shiny Spoink, honestly. Super spicy, great league, level 50 Spoink. On the way, maybe. Unfortunately, you don't want the hundo for Ultra League Grumpig. It would be so cool to use it, build it for Great League, and then evolve it and have it for Ultra, but it's fine. Got a pretty awesome Shadow one. I'll definitely build soon. They're bringing in the Necrozma, and they catch a Sunsteel Strike. That is annoying. I'm pretty comfortable bringing in Necrozma into Palkia. Definitely been on both ends of that matchup a lot. I do just bring in Dialga because Dialga can just take an energy lead and be really good into Palkia. I mean, oh, and we see Origin Dialga. That's not bad at all. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much damage Ice Burn does to a Palkia, but kaboom! That's a lot of damage. And I know, I mean, it may do neutral with Ice Fang, but I mean, I can just chip them down. That is a Shundo Origin Palkia. That is definitely awesome for them. But not enough to win the battle. Let's go. Terrible lead into Necrozma, although it's not actually the worst. If they have any Iron Head, definitely annoying because they just pace to that so much faster. But it does have, I mean, Necrozma has a winning matchup, but Fusion Flare does a lot. I do really like bringing Dialga for the Necrozma. They're going to actually bring in Meloetta. I do not mind this. I cannot wait to complete the shiny so I can see if I actually get a good enough shiny one. One that's so good that I cannot not build it. I definitely want to build Meloetta. Definitely one of the things I'm considering with the Rare XL candies I have. I mean, at the end of the season, I'm going to have a lot of Rare XL candies, and I'm definitely going to dump them into something. Keldeo also something. But Meloetta, I mean, it looks really fun in the meta. Fusion Bolt resisted by the Kyurem. Let's go. I mean, Fusion Flare is not going to do too much, but definitely enough to take a shield. So fun using White Kyurem. And they cannot get to move with the Necrozma. And they're just too damaged. And they cannot get to the energy they need. And here, a brilliant moment. So Double Fairy can be a little awkward, especially into White Kyurem lead. I think it's more manageable matchup in the Black Kyurem for Bulu. But they bring in the Zacian. I'm going to shield up. It's play rough. That's a lot of damage they would deal. But I'm going to double shield. And they go for the close combat. Play rough close combat. It is a now recommended moveset. Water's just not that common now. With the rise of Kyurems. Just Kyogre is going to really struggle. But they make a catch. And kaboom! Get nuked. They're lucky I didn't undercharge a bit more. Now, I should know they are going to shield because of the last Pokemon, but I don't go for the bait. They're going to Fusion Bolt. It's not enough for the KO, but had I just I could have doubled up on the Fusion Flares. I could have thrown 2 Fusion Flares. It's fine. I'm going to get the win. They do Free Shock. It's huge damage, but it gets Dragon Breath down. That's what I want to see. The wins. That's why you want to see the kabooms. Let's see how good this matchup is for Origin Dialga. It is a better matchup for Dialga into Black Kyurem. That matchup, Dialga is so strong. Black Kyurem cannot even get to a Freeze Shock after baiting a Fusion Bolt. That is... And I mean, Shadow Claw, like, it is going to do some damage, but it's definitely not enough. We see a Kyurem. And let's see what I can do. I can go down. I do have two shields still. They have one. Getting a Dragon Breath farm down. But they have Xerneas, a fairy. They took out my Steel Psychic out of the way. I decide to bring in the Kyurem. I do not get to the Fusion Flare. I needed that Fusion Flare so bad. I have to shield. I have to respect the Warp Time. It is Warp Time. Do I have enough energy to win this battle? I throw a Iron Head. This matchup, you got to be very, very careful to not give a free Geomancy. How much energy do they have? Oh no, they had back-to-back moves. Yeah, well played. I so needed that Fusion Flare. If I got that Fusion Flare, that was a 4-1. But alas, it was not something I was able to land. Got a Necrozma lead. It is what it is. It's okay. Gonna bring in Origin Dialga. I don't mind this matchup at all. Like I've said. Dark Pulse is gonna put in some good damage. I'm gonna go for the Warp Time. But unfortunately, they make the great play of shielding that. That's bad. That is bad. Let's see, what can I do? Gonna go down. Gonna bring in my own Necrozma. Unfortunately, I get robbed with 1-turn lag. But actually, they would have still hung on had I not gotten 1-turn lagged. I should have known they were gonna 100% shield. Definitely my mistake. Sometimes I know better. I know sometimes it's not the right play to bait, but definitely that was the right time. And it's gonna get them the win. Honestly, Waterfall Primarina and Black Kyurem definitely going to be a pretty decent core. Not going to be a bad core. Definitely going to have to try that out, that pair. I'm definitely going to be trying out the teams that I've lost to. 2098, not bad. 4-1, then 3-2. And the next opponent, they are going to have a Yveltal lead. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But they have a Shiny Origin Palkia. And I'm not going to respect the Spatial Rend. But it's a Kaboom from Draco Media. Oh no, they have alignment. I decide best bet is Kyurem. Door number 3 is a Fairy. And with the energy lead, I'm in a real good spot. With the Fusion Flare pressure and Ice Fang pressure, I'm in a real good spot. They do go for the play rough. They cannot afford to debuff themselves yet. Because then I could Ice Fang down and have so much energy. I try to make a catch. They hold on to the energy very nicely. The Sunsteel Strike kabooms! But they cannot Sucker Punch me down. I'm able to reach a Dark Pulse, and it actually grabs a shield. I trust the shield to the Kyurem, and I have the move banked. They are in easy range of a Fusion Flare KO. Fair play to my opponent. I'm flipping the alignment. That is actually one of the perks of not having Spatial Rend. I mean, I would have just won with alignment. Having Kyurem into Yveltal and then Necrozma into the Zacian. Fusion Bolt is going to do a lot of damage into the Necrozma. They do shield Sunsteel Strike. I cannot get to 2 Dark Pulses, so it's fine. But we have the mighty Dialga, and Dialga showing the power it has. I do shield the Fusion Bolt, unfortunate, but I don't even take a second one, which isn't too much damage, but I mean the Dragon Breath, just too much for the Kyurem. I actually do bring in my own Kyurem back. Because, I mean, if they're going to launch the Sunsteel Strike, go ahead, use all the energy. Fusion Flare, they don't know the counts yet. They shield the Fusion Flare. Beautiful for me. And I know that is not a Spatial Rend. And I'm going to no-shield Aqua Tail, and I'm going to be able to take a win with that damage. Necrozma, they only have left. Not being able to close out. Going to stay in this matchup, White versus Black Kyurem. But they're actually running Dragon Tail. I respect it. Honestly, definitely going to have to try out Dragon Tail Kyurem. They're going to bring in their own Necrozma. I do not mind this at all. I have a shield advantage. I mean, they do have a lot of energy on Black Kyurem, so got to be careful. But I did take the last shield. I do shield myself because I should outpace to the next Dark Pulse. They actually have Iron Head, but unfortunately, they are not able to get to the next move in time. Honestly, maybe they would have moved, but I am the Hundo, so I win Charge Act priority. I do not mind them bringing in the Kyurem because I can shield and farm down. That's the power of Origin Dialga. And they knew. They knew it was over. It was over. I mean, Dialga is absolute monster. Definitely, arguably, maybe more important to Lucky trade for it than Kyurem. Although Kyurem is amazing. I mean, maybe once I try out Black Kyurem, I'll be like, yep, Black Kyurem is so much better than Origin Dialga. But I mean, personally, I love Dialga, one of my favorite legendaries. One of my favorite Pokemon. So we did stay in that Ho-Oh matchup. They bring in Dialga. I do not mind this. I mean, we can then just bring in Necrozma, avoid the Ho-Oh into Necrozma. And what is going to be door number 3? I mean, I assume there's a Kyurem. I mean, Ho-Oh lead, Dialga in the back, makes sense. It's pretty standard core for a lot of Master League history. I cannot get a farm down in time with the Necrozma. I can reach a Fusion Flare, and Fusion Flare does not take the KO, but they swap out of the Ho-Oh, and oh no, this is bad. This is a bad thing for me. Because I had no energy lead. I mean, they're going to be able to get to... Like, I'm not going to be able to Dragon Breath them down because they went straight for the Moonblast and then close combat. They're going to just get to another close combat, so I have to throw Iron Head. And unfortunately, well played on them, like 2 HP in a dream. They get the win to end the video. So 11-4, real good, 100 elo gain. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos and other Pokemon Go content. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for a ton more Master League stuff. It's going to be so fun. Such a fun season. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.